know what adults nowadays, again, not the teachers in here, not your parents, not your family, they love you, they're here for you, but do you know what a lot of adults out there in the real world are saying about your generation right now? You know what they're calling you? Two things that I hear all the time: emotional marshmallows and snowflakes. I think it's wrong. But here's why. Because I always ask them, why do you say that? What makes you say that? And they always tell me the same thing. It's because they think your generation is so emotionally soft and emotionally fragile that if somebody says one little mean thing to you, you're gonna melt, you're gonna crumble, you're gonna fall apart, you're gonna have the worst day, probably the worst life ever. But for centuries and for generations, parents, teachers, adults have been teaching kids that, look, words don't have to hurt you. Words only have the power that you give them. And if somebody hates you, oh well, whatever, just brush it off, man. Just let it bounce off you. One of the greatest lessons that I, and then I'm sure every adult in here has ever learned, is that not everyone's gonna like you, and not everyone's gonna wanna be your friend. And I know you're probably like, I thought you were supposed to be motivational. You should be more positive, you big old ray of sunshine. Sorry, I'll be more positive. I'm positive not everyone's gonna like you. I'm positive not everyone's gonna wanna be your friend. But it's okay, because once you stop living for the approval of others, life gets so much easier. Once you stop worrying about what other people say and think about you, they don't have control over you anymore. The key to being strong, the key to being resilient isn't to hide from adversity. You only get stronger by going through adversity. And the more junk you go through, the more haters you learn how to deal with in the proper way, the better your life is gonna get. No way to be. If you believe that words always hurt, then guess what? Anytime somebody says something mean to you, it's gonna hurt your feelings. If you believe that words wound, you might end up battling depression. If you believe that words kill, you might end up being one of the sad growing number of young people that hurts themselves or somebody else just because of words. Psychology has taught us that you process the way that other people treat you and you decide whether or not to get upset. But I'm telling you, the key is, don't get upset. Don't let the words, the rumors, the laughter, the rejection, any of that bother you, because if you do, they win, you lose. That's simple. But if you stay calm, you stay strong, you stay resilient, you say, whatever, dude, it's all good. You can say whatever you want about me, it doesn't bother me. Then guess what? You look like a winner, they look like a loser. Don't worry about that stuff. That's why LeBron is still gonna go play basketball no matter what the haters say. That's why Taylor Swift is still gonna go write sappy love songs about her ex-boyfriends no matter what the haters say. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. That's why the president, whoever it is at the time, whoever it ends up being whenever, is still gonna do what they think is right no matter what the haters say. And that's why Zac Efron is still gonna go make terrible movies. No matter what the haters say. I'll give him The Greatest Showman, though. That was a good one. Somebody the other day was like, what about Baywatch? I'm like, dude, I'm too young to watch Baywatch. Come on now. Somebody the other day was like, how about High School Musical? Sorry. I'm a hater. What can I say? See, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what the insult is. It could be about your face, your race, your religion, or your mama. Doesn't matter what the insult is, doesn't matter what they say. Anytime you get upset, anytime you fight back, anytime you demand respect, they're going to win the game every single time and you're going to lose. But if you don't get upset and you treat them the way you want to be treated, like a friend, you win the game every single time. You will never lose and they will leave you alone. Abraham Lincoln said this. He said, do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, you cannot drive out hate with more hate. Only love can do that. Don't get upset. Treat everyone the way you want to be treated, like a friend. You do that, you'll have more peace in your life. You'll get the respect you deserve. You'll be bulletproof to the negative that anybody could ever throw at you.